over 16 music awards, 7 albums, over 4 million records sold, over 7 #1 hits, multi-award-winning sex symbol, making her the Vibe debut. Please welcome Miss Cheryl Cole.
Hello and welcome to The Vibe. Yes, I'm not Cheryl Cole. She couldn't be here today because she has dehydrated herself from crying on X Factor. But I'm the next best thing. I'm Chris Cassidy. Let's fill the vibe. Before we begin tonight's show, please remember you can play along online on channel4.com/thevibe. On the show tonight we have student actor/director, starred in over 20 short films, known for the constant use of the phrase fantastic, and this is another show for him to put on his CV. It's team captain Ash Baker, and his teammate, who's sure to win something at the Oscars one day, is an up-and-coming filmmaker. It's Connell Havey. And now for the other team, famous daytime television presenter/comedian, best known for his work in the show Indie Filmmaker, the team captain Jackie Lamb. Actor/comedian Charlie Sheen's #1 fan, it's Jackie's guest, James Rowley. I must warn you that this script has been written for Cheryl Cole, so man, and let's start the show! Right, round one is called In the Week. All questions will be based upon this week's events. Ash, your team is first. What has been ridiculed as the worst music video of all time?
No, it's got to be Rebecca Black with Friday.
Why have you gone straight for that one? I mean, it is an horrific song, and the video just doesn't actually make any sense. I mean, when do 13-year-olds allowed to drive?
I kind of like it. It's a fantasy. It's a futuristic fantasy.
What sort of fantasy is that? I do worry. What sort of fantasy that have a 13-year-old and a group full of cars?
I'm not talking more Final Fantasy than the bedroom.
Oh, right, okay.
Sort of as in, like, 13-year-olds can drive, and then the local neighbourhood dad rapper just comes along and adds some colours to proceedings, not that way.
Right, yeah, okay. You're digging, you dig her on, mate, I tell you.
It's bad enough, though.
Let's just stick with that. We'll stick with that.
What, we're going to stick with your fantasy. That's the fantasy. Well, actually, I'm going to have to say that you're wrong. It's Justin Bieber. And the video was Baby. Not to get confused with Rebecca Black, who has well over 80 views on her terrible song Friday, has decided to donate money to Japan. Maybe that will stop people from hating her. Let's be honest, Japan doesn't really need the extra problems. And who wants a song that reminds me of the day of the earthquake? Anyway, moving on to Jackie's team. Okay, right. Jackie.
Yes.
Who is set to release a song with Snoop Dogg?
I think I know what it is.
Yeah. And you think you know straight away, James? Who do you think it is?
It's Basset Hound.
Basset Hound.
Nah, I will have to. I think I'm going to have to go with it. It's Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, straight away. You're feeling that. Do you think, obviously, at the minute that you feel that, if he's going to do a duet with Snoop Dogg, like duet's just going to be a bit of a nightmare?
I've seen some footage of them, YouTube and that. Yeah,
definitely. Well, the footage I've created on YouTube at the minute is just a homeless guy and a local rapper, because basically I just thought Charlie Sheen would probably suit there, just shouting a few whores and drugs, and Snoop Dogg just hanging over him shouting West Coast, but he's no closer to the West Coast than I've been for the last 5 years.
The whole thing was just going to be like a podcast, right? Because Snoop Dogg, all he does in his tracks nowadays is just talk, and I can't imagine Charlie Sheen singing. So it'll just be them having like a casual conversation with maybe auto-tune at the back.
It might be remix, it might be just as good as the dubstep version.
Well, I'll probably play my nan's 80th. She'll probably like a little bit of that. Well, I'm going to have to tell you guys that you're correct. So well done.
Awesome.
OK, it's time to take a break now. Join us in part 2, where we'll find out which of our panels will walk away with £100,000. But unfortunately, with the recession as it is, the government will probably meet them outside and take it off them. I'm only kidding, they don't win anything. See you in 3. It's a close game tonight, with the scores being only 1 point apart, with Ash teams with 8 points and Jackie's team leading with 9. So it's time for the teams to get some last-minute points with a quick fire round. This is where we test our guests with knowledge of music and current charts. So Ash, as your team is behind, you can go first. OK, who had a teenage dream last year?
Katy Perry.
Correct. Who sang Supermassive Black Hole?
Muse.
Thank you. Who sang Sweet Child of Mine?
Guns N' Roses.
Spot on. Who sung the famous Hit Me Baby One More Time?
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
I would have accepted Whitney Houston as well. Who sang the song Californication?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Correct. What was the comic relief single in 2005?
Friday by Rebecca Black.
I'll just get that checked. Unfortunately, this is the way to Amarillo.
Oh.
Who sang 5, 6, 7, 8?
Oh, Steps.
And someone who just can't count up to 10. Who revamped Don't Stop Believing in 2009?
I refuse to answer that question.
Are you sure? You're quite good with the 13 age group things, aren't you?
No, move on.
You move on, pass on that. Who performed the song Sexy Back?
Justin Timberlake.
Exactly. We Made You was a song by which rapper?
Eminem.
Correct. Okay, we're going to now do lyric rounds. I'm seriously worried.
Don't be.
Ray.
We're fine.
Oh, about Ash would have gone for that one. Reach for the stars.
Mountain High, something about mountains.
Follow every man.
Something about mountains, I'll give you that one. S Club Reach. Going Loco.
Down in Acapulco.
Yeah, the Four Tops, Loco and Acapulco. Wake up in the morning, feel like P. Diddy.
Pass.
Ash, your team scored 11 points. Very impressive. That's going to be hard to beat. Let's see if Jackie and James have what it takes to beat Ash and Connell. Okay.
Ready for this?
She's Electric was sung by who?
Oh, she was electric. No clue.
Oasis. Who sang the song Heartless?
I don't know. No, pass. Let's keep
Pass. Keep On Moving was performed by...
going. 5.
5, well done. Hey, there we go. Who sang Parachute?
Cheryl Cole.
That's correct. Yellow Submarine was sung from which Scouser band?
Say the question again.
Yellow Submarine was a song from which Scouser
Beatles.
band?
Come on.
Fantastic. The song Living Doll from the 1960s was a song by who?
Cliff Richard.
Exactly, who was he? Umbrella was a hit by who?
Rihanna.
Exactly. Lonely was sung by... James last night. Heart Life was a song by who?
Oh, Blur.
Yes, Vision. Boom Boom Power was sung by which band?
Oh, was it Black Eyed Peas?
Fantastic, James. Well done. Okay, we're going on to the lyric round. Strap yourself in. You make me feel like...
Free.
I don't know. What do I make you feel like?
Oh, thank you. You make me feel giddy. I'm living a teenage dream. Some of us more than others. Can we pretend that aeroplanes...
I'm made of stars. Are stars of something.
Okay, your time is up, and the part of the show where we top the scores and find out who's the winning team. Ash, your team scored 19 points, which means with just 16 points, you are tonight's winners. Well done. Now, if you want to get involved with the show, you can visit our website at channel4.com/thevibe for mini-games, exclusive interviews and highlights from the show. Don't forget that after each show, you can go onto the live webcam chat and speak to our guests. Thanks to Ash, Connell, Jackie and James. This has been The Vibe. I've been Chris Cassidy. Thank you very much and good night.